Yeah, the red singlets finally came to the fore.
They did, and now we're going to see if the yellow jersey holder, Brisa Hennessy, sitting on top of the leaderboard after that incredible victory at Sunset Beach, her first final and her first win. She's up against Luana Silva. Not here at Bells Beach. She was in 10th spot this wave during the break. Let's see how she got started.
Yeah, she starts pretty good. An early start for Bells, and that first turn was very crisp, Ronnie. She comes through the shore break now, and she finishes. Pretty neat finish. Not much experience at Bells Beach. Time to surf and warm up and get to know the place. It was flat.
Well, let's see what Brisa can do in response. Here she goes. Representing Costa Rica, and she just gets a little tangled up on the closeout section there. 30 minutes remaining, still plenty of time for these two young surfers. Did you get the little trophy back then?
Oh, I got 4 of them, mate.
Oh, perfect. Well, that's nice.
I took one down and auctioned it off at one of MR's fundraisers.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
Who just looked up to him and loved his approach out here at Bells Beach as well. He had a classic moment in 81, riding one of the biggest waves of the contest. Brisa Hennessy, though, kicked off with a 2.4, had a bit of an uncharacteristic fall, but she's going to make up for it on this ride. Great opening manoeuvre, and she drives her way through to the inside. She just has those little compact snaps on lock as she looks to finish this one on the inside. Tricky section to deal with, but hangs on to it.
She's such an exciting prospect, and she's got a huge future in this sport. And you know, the rookie class have come on it this year, and what a year to come on with the mid-year cut. It's really thrown a cat amongst the pigeons in many ways. A lot of anxious moments in these next 2 events. But Luana, gosh, she's such a well-rounded surfer for her age.
That was the replay of Brisa's last ride, and it all, really, the numbers came on the strength of this first turn. It was an absolute beauty.
Yeah, you know, Brisa's really shown a class here, and she's stepped up. Most definitely the most improved surfer from in the last 12 months, Brisa Hennessy. She's really stepped up, and that confidence from the big win is going to carry her through.
Had some awesome moments in 2021, Brisa Hennessy. Got to represent Costa Rica at the Olympics. When you're sitting out there in the lineup and you can see that colour, you know, you're reminded that you're surfing against the most informed surfer on the CT at the moment. And here goes Luana now. Let's see how she handles that pressure. Just getting a little thrown off through that first turn, and as a result, you know, she kicks out of this wave. But I just love the maturity in her approach, Bugs, to identify that probably isn't going to be the number that she's after. She doesn't milk it all the way through to shore, going looking for points.
We have a huge quarterfinal matchup. Stephanie Gilmore taking out the local girl, India Robinson, in that last heat. An amazing battle, but you got the win.
Yeah, you know, I've had so many hard heats this year, and India I knew wasn't going to be any easier. She's such an incredible young surfer, and I've actually seen some of my favourite heats at Bells have been watching the locals out here. You know, Adam Robinson and the guys just surf so good, and I'm sure India, I could see Adam was giving India all of his great insight, and so I knew it was going to be a really tough heat. And
you know, Steph didn't get to that final heat to have a shot. Right now we're seeing the replay of Brisa's last ride. She's backed up that 7-point ride nicely.
Yeah, she sure has. This is a really solid ride here by Brisa. She a 6.57, that's showing.
Which is the Wadawurrung name for this location. This is the 59th edition. And the rookie is up at the moment. Let's see what she can do with this section. Beautiful cut down to set up this steep section. Hammers the bowl and holds on for the finish. Doing pretty nicely at the moment. Will want a big finish to ensure she can better the 5.33. Loads up with speed. And just doesn't quite connect with that foamy section, but gets another shot at it and can't complete.
Yeah, she kind of turned that one into a bit of a grommet wave at the end.
Sometimes you work it through to the inside and the rock shelf is there and you can't even really hit it the way you want to. But started well. I think she set up the steepest part of this ride pretty nicely, but it faded on her.
Yeah, this is pretty nice here. And vertical move, and she handles that bounce pretty good there. Just the Bells bowl nearly tried to bowl her over, but just right at the end here, you know, this is the wave itself just petered. It wasn't going to offer much.
Back to live action now. Brisa's got an opportunity to really make life difficult for Luana, but she falls on that turn. She was trying to better a 6.57. You know, it's bizarre to those of us who followed the sport so closely. But Luana Silva, she's just outside the top 10. Needs to make this wave count. With 4 minutes to go, she's still got time for 2 rides. Good first turn. The wave already starting to flatten out, though. Fits in a nice carve there, keeping the board alive and smooth as she hammers the end section. What a finish. And there's one of those sort of magic sections that you just pray for here at Bells Beach.
Yeah, I just wrote it off before, said they weren't there, and she just got one. And I'm trying to work out how she got priority. If you say it quickly, she needs an 8-point ride. And here we see Brisa caught up in a bit of chop on this one.
Yeah, this wave's a little stretched out. One of those ones that pushed away from the bowl section a little bit, but she sticks with it. You can see how tricky it is to ride. A lot of bump on the face.
Yeah, I mean, I just mentioned she looks like she won't fall.
Luana Silva in position, head down. Strokes into this one. Needs a 7.94 with just 35 seconds to go. Big first section. She hammers it. He's going to get another opportunity to climb up into the lip. A more vertical approach there. Now goes to the rail, clean carve back to the power of this wave, and she'll make that link through to the inside. She'll need a huge finish here to get the number she needs. A little wobbly there, but still hanging on to it. Just 15 seconds remaining as the rookie goes looking for more. Here comes the section. She hits it, drifts the tail and rides on out right over the reef. Beautiful stuff. And Reynolds throws his hands together, and why wouldn't he?
He paddles onto this wave. She barely got it, Ronnie.
Yeah, well, we're waiting on the numbers to come through. She needs a 7.94. I mean, she went on the attack on that outside section. Oh,
she sure did. It's an overhead wave. Both those outside sections. And there's a beautiful roundhouse wrap. And, you know, she brings it onto the shore break. This is where that extra half point might come into it, because it's a pretty slick finish. Well, she just kind of loses it there. This could be super important.
Well, the numbers starting to roll through. It's going to be close. Luana Silva, great finish.